guys, so today we're going to draw a hand popping out of a piece of paper. So, I know, you're shocked. It's an optical illusion. It's not actually popping out. It's not magic. Who knew? But it does look that way, so it's pretty fun to be able to make. All you need is a regular old piece of paper. You're going to need a pencil, and then markers. It doesn't matter what color. It doesn't matter if they're markers or crayons or highlighters or Sharpie. The only thing is, if you're using a Sharpie, make sure that it doesn't bleed through onto your counter and make everyone at home angry. I've done that before. Don't do that. Okay, to start it off, you're going to take your regular old hand. You're going to put it down on the paper, and you notice like my arm is still in this little bit. That's okay. It doesn't matter really how low or how high you go, but if you go right in the middle, it's better than starting really low. The optical illusion won't look quite as cool. Okay, so you're going to trace pretty lightly all the way around your hand. I'm tracing a little bit dark just because I want you to be able to see it, but you do not want to be able to see these lines at the end. Also, you don't want to trace with your marker or your Sharpie this part with your hand. You don't want to do that. So please make sure that you have the pencil to trace your hand. Otherwise, it won't look quite as cool, because part of the optical illusion is that this part kind of goes away, if that makes sense. Okay, now next thing is you're going to draw lines from the side of your paper to wherever your wrist is, and then all the way over as well. Some people choose to do a ruler. I'm not going to, because I don't feel like it, and that is my answer. But if you want to use a ruler, you can also use like the edge of a book or just a straight edge of literally anything. If you are like me and just enjoy kind of going with the flow, then that works too. Notice how I'm getting in little crevices as well. See, like this one, I want to try to make it kind of the same level of size in between. It'll come out a little bit better, but again, it's your own. The cool thing about art is that it's yours. You get to decide what it looks like. It's the best part about being an artist. Okay. That's the gist. Now, when you're done with those lines, the next part is you're going to make a bump over from one line to the other line looking like this. And you're going to do that for each one of the lines. With this one, you're going to get this too. It's kind of tricky to like get all the way from one end to the other here. Like it's almost like you need like a little like thumb bump over here. So depending on the shape of your hand and what it looks like, you can kind of play that by ear. That's the other thing about this project, is that everybody has different shaped hands and fingers, and so they're all going to come out a little bit different. It's very possible yours will not look like mine. Notice how I bumped each of my fingers, even though there wasn't like a line telling me to. These ones are easy because there's very distinctive lines, but sometimes there's not, so you kind of have to just fake it a little bit. Okay, so that's the basics there. Then you're going to take a color, doesn't matter which one, and you're just going to trace all the lines that you just did. Now, in terms of time, you don't have to watch me trace the whole thing. Shabam! Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. It's all done for you. What? So like I said, all I did was I just traced all the lines, and it made it automatically kind of look more 3D. Then from there, the fun part begins. All you really have to do is just retrace. You can add color kind of however you want, because the basis of the optical illusion is already there. I like to do extra stripes. The more stripes that you do, the more that the illusion will pop out. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to look like this crazy optical illusion that you'd see on TV or on better YouTube channels, because I'm sure you can look this up and find this. But it's kind of fun to do it as a team this way. Fingers are the hardest part. Also, feel free to fast forward to this part. I will not be offended. You'll understand kind of what I'm doing. Just tracing. What's nice is it's actually like kind of therapeutic. It's very repetitive. It's nice. You can't really mess it up. It's one of my favorite kinds of crafts, when you have things that come out nice no matter how you do them. Okay. I'm going to do one more. Really be aware of where your fingers end too, because even if you don't have a line, you kind of have to draw that in. That's the only time that you're going to be tracing the original outline of your hand, is kind of the tips of your fingers. So like even for this one, the next time I can just go straight across because my finger isn't that long. So that was kind of like right on the cusp. But I know for next time, if I do another stripe, then I won't continue, because you don't want to have like the longest fingers of all time. Like if they just continue to bump, it'll look kind of funky. All right. And I can, of course, continue to go in and, do more color. If I wanted to even just take a crayon and get all the white, I can continue with the lines. But it does kind of look like that original. And it really does look like your hand is popping out. It's kind of fun. So I hope that you enjoy this and you're able to make your own to your liking. And good luck. Have fun. Bye.